Okay, I have a story to tell that happened a couple weeks ago while I was doing a photo shoot, and it's about my story going home. Now, I'm all fine and dandy with people who come from other countries and come here to further their lives and education and stuff like that, but I'm not fine and dandy with people who are ignorant and who are rude and inconsiderate and just don't pay attention. After a photo shoot and having a hard day, I went on to the public transit, basically the bus, to um, go home and clean my house and basically do what I have to do. I was in a crab ass mood after dealing with a photography client who I will never deal with again because I got through with the skin of my teeth from him hitting on me in front of his wife and his kids. And thank God I was able to talk to her and tell her, look, this wasn't me. Um, Another thing that really annoyed me was that the bus may have been late and everything. I may have been annoyed, but people were loud and ignorant. And I sat on the one side just before the disabled part of the bus and towards the front because I do have a knee that has been operated less than 3 weeks ago. Um, it is still sore and whatnot, but these people were being very loud, obnoxious, didn't care who they were talking to or whatnot, playing the yo 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 attitude, and were dressed like wiggers and everything. And so they annoyed me. Enough said. So, calming down from the previous events that happened, plus dealing with this, I turned around and I shoved my earphones in my ears that were attached to my little Blackberry. Um, and I found Megadeth, and I cranked that son of a bitch high so that I wouldn't have to hear them. Well, about two or three stops go by, and I'm about to I think the song "Crush 'Em" or "A To Go On" or something like that. I can't remember. It's a vague remembrance of this. But what happened next, I do remember. It was an elderly woman, at least in her 80s, 70s to 80s, who seemed pretty frail, walking with a cane slightly, um, and bags full of her groceries, and she didn't have one of those push carts that most grandmothers do, getting onto the bus. Now, she gives the bus driver her disability card for the elderly. She gets on the bus and she puts her bags where they're supposed to go. At the front of the bus, there's a little convoy type thing, like box area for putting bags and whatnot, that you could store them, so that when you're getting up, you could just pick them up and then leave. Well, these teenagers were sitting in the spot where you're supposed to give way to the elderly and to the disabled. Um, they must have been teenagers, early 20s, younger than myself. I'm going to be 30 in May, so this is something that, give you an idea. And they refused to move. This woman could barely walk, and the bus driver starts going, and she's holding on for dear life to this pole. And when I finally said, hey, fucktards, do you mind moving? This lady's obviously frail. Could you please get up? I was told to mind my own fucking business and to shut the fuck up. Okay, I've had a shit day as it is. The one who's all goth out, makeup, everything, um, gets up in her business attire, camera bag on her back, moves her stuff, takes the elderly lady where I can barely stand as it is myself, holding on to these poles, and this bus driver going miles per minute, it seemed, like really fast. I helped her to my seat. I said, excuse me, what is your problem? Where are your morals and your manners that your parents raised you with? I mean, come on, she's an elderly. What the fuck? And the fact that, you see me with a knee brace that's like a splint anyhow, getting onto this bus, trying to stand up also, and you refuse to give her her seat that basically stands right above your head. Please move for elderly and disabled persons. So the commotion continues between this guy. I said, look, I don't want to go and have a problem with you. I'm just saying, look, this is very rude. I don't agree with this. Other people and ongoers are watching me. Bus driver finally stops and says, "Is there a problem here?" And the guy points at me and says that I've started a fight. And I explained everything to him. I said, "Look, call your supervisor, call the police, because I have a feeling that you're going to try and kick me off this bus when I try to do a good deed. And if that's the case, I want it where, it's dealt with." Well, because I said call the police, Buddy goes toe-to-toe with me, face-to-face, nose-to-nose, and is saying to me, basically, "Do you want to make something out of it?" "Yeah, I will make something out of it, buddy. Except I'm going to do the legal, professional way so that this $1,000-some-odd camera's not getting ruined and that my credibility doesn't get totally fudged up." So it was like a group of 4 or 5 of them, 3 guys, 2 girls, all getting rowdy and nasty with me because I asked them to move for an elderly woman who couldn't walk. What the fuck is wrong with society? Seriously, what the fuck? How would you feel if that was your fucking grandmother and nobody would move? I'm getting sick of this. I'm sick of the lack of morals. I'm sick of the lack of manners. I'm sick of the putting other people, not first, giving them a leeway. I'm sick of the fact that I go to the mall, I open the door for someone, and next thing I know, the person I've opened the door to is slamming it in my face. What the hell, people? Where were you raised, and how were you raised? Because I'm telling you right now, if your mother was right there, she would have slapped it out of you. I know mine would have. That's the problem. Nobody gives a shit anymore unless it's about themselves. So, this leads up to my problem in my story here of what, my girlfriends and I were talking about, and along with my other friend Eric on this one site we're on. Claire and Ashley both have said the same thing, and Eric did the same thing, and we both agree. Morals and manners and kindness and giving selflessly have been shoved through the fucking window. What the hell? I mean, what would you do if somebody did it to you? I'm telling you, karma's a bitch. But so can I be. But that is just not right. What the heck? I want people to start thinking about things. Next time you're on public transit, or next time you're on the mall or whatnot, and you're walking around minding your own business, stop and look as you're walking around. Really. Notice what's going on around you. Just sit and watch. Be quiet and watch. I bet you about 5 freaking seconds or 5 minutes in, you're seeing some idiot pushing his way through, the lineups. Especially around Christmas time. The time of giving, the time of joy, the time of trying to be nice. You ever realize that a lot of people are a lot of bastards around that time? But we shouldn't be bastards to everybody every day. So I know there are a lot of nice people out there, and they do deserve their credit. Thank God for you. Thank Goddess and whatever you believe in. But this is just retarded. Freak. Sorry for the rant, but this is true. Anyhow, rate, comment, do whatever. I know you're going to do something and say, "Yeah, right, woman. Grow the fuck up." But yeah, think about it. How would you like it if it was you? Peace out. Bye.